When a friend texts you and say, hey, can you pray for my mother? And you send them this emoji, you're in deep trouble. Hi, welcome back to another episode, and today we're going to do body language in a different way. We call it speech analysis. In fact, we're going to analyze the text messages and what is your friend saying to you. So let's see the first one. Hey, Jennifer, haven't seen you for a while. Want to catch up for coffee sometime? Jennifer replies, hi Eugene, how are you? She doesn't answer the question, she just says, how are you? Eugene says, I am good. How have you been doing lately? And Jennifer says, nothing much. Want to catch up for coffee? And Jennifer replies, can I get back to you on this? Sure. Maybe next week if you're free. And Jennifer gives a thumbs up. Eugene may think, hey, I have a chance. He's hopeful because it's a thumbs up and he thinks it's a positive sign. But really, let's analyze. When Eugene asks Jennifer, you want to catch up for coffee? Jennifer doesn't reply. She gives a deflective response like, hi Eugene, how are you? In fact, if she's interested, she say, hi Eugene, how are you? I would love to catch up for coffee. But she doesn't say the second part. So Eugene says, I am good. What have you been doing lately? She narrows down the scope of conversation by saying nothing much. She doesn't give any information. In fact, that's the worst type of response you're going to get. If she's interested, she says, oh, I've been doing this, been to New York City, how I visited Singapore, and they were engaged in a conversation. So Eugene tries again and say, want to meet up for coffee? And now Jennifer replies, can I get back to you on this? Sure, maybe next week if you are free. And Jennifer ends the conversation by giving a thumbs up. This thumbs up is a way of saying, I'm not talking anymore, so this is the end of the conversation. And so if a friend starts giving you this kind of emoji, is saying that I am not free to talk now, or I don't want to talk to you. Okay, so it's not a good sign. As we go on to the other examples, you will see that this is quite repetitive and it reoccurs. So here's a salesperson asking Mr. Miyagi, good morning Mr. Miyagi, I'm following up with the proposal we sent you. Is there an update on your decision? Mr. Miyagi replies, we are still evaluating. When will you inform us of your decision? We will contact you if you are successful. Can I check in with you again next week? Okay, so in this case, the answer is no, you're not really successful and we're really not interested in you, because when they ask you, is there an update on your decision? If you're very interested, or Mr. Miyagi is very interested, he says, we are evaluating, we kind of like your proposal, can we get back to you maybe Tuesday? So it's more an affirmative date, but instead he just says, we are evaluating, and the sentence will appear very short, okay, as if they want to end the conversation very quickly. Now the salesperson tries again and said, when will you inform us of your decision? And then Mr. Miyagi said, we will contact you if you are successful. In a way, it's like, don't call us, we will call you. So the salesperson tried to probe again and say, can I check in with you again next week? Either Mr. Miyagi would say, we will contact you if you are successful. He can repeat that, or he can just give a thumbs up, like, okay, this is the end of the conversation. So you will notice that if you get a thumbs up, don't think it's a good sign. Here's another one, a friend talking to an old friend. Hey Richard, saw your post on Facebook. I totally agree with you on that point that you made. Awesome, keep up the good work. In a way, I think this person is trying to reconnect with Richard. Richard sees the message and gives a thumbs up. That sounds really, really cool. Okay, it could be Richard's busy. We don't discount that. But if Richard's busy, Richard will come back again and reconnect with this person. In the case that you don't get a connection anymore, then you realize that Richard has no interest to talk to. If it's you, then it's you. Okay, you are the one who sent the message, hey Richard, saw your post. If you're being polite and you are Richard and you want to leave a better impression, usually you say, hey, thanks for the encouragement, haven't spoken to you in a while, hope all is well with you. At least say something polite like this. So let's see the next one. Hi guys, I wanted to let you know that my mom is seriously ill and she's in the hospital. Can you guys say a prayer for her? And then you give them this emoji, which you think it's hands clasping in prayer, Well, it is not. I know people have argued about this and they say, hey, this is like prayer, but some people say this is hi-fi. So take a look at this second emoji. They want to make it very clear that these are two people giving a high five. Okay, so if you send that, it's like, hey, my mom's sick. Oh, high five. Oh no, you're in trouble. Okay, so rather, can you reply, because the person's really in dire straits, and you could say, hey buddy, we'll storm heaven for her and for you. That sounds better, isn't it? Okay, you want to be a bit more. If you want to be more likable, you would say such a thing. Or you would say something like, hey buddy, I am so sorry to hear that. Please send my love to your mom and I wish her a speedy recovery. Wouldn't that sound so much better? And yet, some people will not even reply a text. Okay, here's the last one. Hi guys, I know someone who wants to give away a side table. Here's a picture. Do you want it? Please don't answer, nah. Like you see the side table and you don't want it, so you look at it, nah. Okay, don't do that. Say something more polite like, no thank you. Or even better, hey thanks, but this really doesn't suit my house. I hope it finds a really good home, someone who appreciates it. Wouldn't that sound much better? Okay, I think it's all about communication, and if you take more effort in looking after your nursery, then the plants will grow. I'm saying it like, if God gave you those friends, take care of them before you lose them. How does that sound? Now I'm going to answer a few questions that have been posed to me. Do I have to respond to every text? The answer is yes. Okay, you have to respond if those are your friends and they mean something to you. You have to respond to those texts. You may not be able to respond immediately, at least give a voice message. Hey, I'm in the middle of something right now. I'll call you back. It's called a holding note, and it's very polite. And do you respond to scammers, or what is the best way to fend off a scammer? I can think of this incident when this guy, he tried to talk to me and I knew he was a scammer from the start. He was asking this question and that question. He was asking for some private information. Then I said, hey buddy, by the way, are you able to see my profile photo? And he said, yes, Mr. Chua, I'm able to see your profile photo. And I said, do I look like I'm stupid? Okay, what's the funniest texting mistake you have encountered? Well, a friend said his colleague asked him, where are you? And he replied, WFH. His friend took offense and thought it meant something like WTF. When WFH means working from home, his friend thought he was hurling vulgarities at him, and they didn't speak for 2 months. Can you imagine that? Okay, I'm going to leave you with something cute. Here's a little emoji game. If I show you 3 emojis like this, in this case, these 3, can you guess the movie? So you see a man in a turban with a boat going in, meeting a tiger. So that will be the life of Pi. Right, so here I've picked a few interesting emojis for you to play. Leave in the comments if you can guess all these movie titles. That's it. If you like this channel and you enjoy the contents that I'm giving out to you for free, please subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.